Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a good day today. Today we will be creating some dandelions. So let's get started. The first thing that you'll want to do is take a look at your paper. We are going to have the paper portrait, which means the up and down way. And we're going to be working mostly on the top half of the paper today. So just kind of with your eyes, just figure out where the top half of the paper is, and that's where we're going to be working. So we're going to make some dandelions, and they are going to be a type of a flower, but they're also going to be a little lion, like a little lion face. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to decide if we're going to have our lion faces kind of squarish or more round. So I'm just going to start drawing, and I'm going to make 5 squarish, roundish shapes. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make one a little bit larger and a little bit more square, and then I'll make one down here as well. So they're basically at the top half of my paper. So after I do that, these are going to be the lion's faces. Now I'm going to actually make their manes. The mane is the area around the face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some different combinations of manes that are going to go around these shapes. So the first one that I'm going to do is just a series of circles. Just circles just like this, going all the way around. And if you can think of a different shape to put around your first larger shape, you can go ahead and do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of rows of just round circles. And as you can tell, I'm not being super careful with it. I am just kind of placing them where I think that they'll look good. Okay, there's my first little guy. My second little guy, I think, is going to maybe have some straight, long, straight lines coming out like this, all the way around. And they're pretty long, some of them. I'm not really concerned if they're all the same length. I kind of like it when the lines are, some of them are really long and some are shorter. And I do draw fairly fast, so if you just want to watch this first, and then after you watch, then you can create your lions. It is totally up to you. So after I make my lines, then I'm going to put some dots at the end of each line. So as you can see, these are all going to be lions, dandelions, but they're all going to be different. Okay, so I'm going to move down to this one, and for this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some very long U shapes. He almost, to me, reminds me of a type of a flower, maybe like a daisy. Some are longer, some are shorter, some are fatter, some are skinnier. Okay, and then on this guy right here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some swirls, going all the way around his head for his mane. And I think I'm going to double up the swirls. So there's actually 2 rows. Keep in mind, if you want to, you can actually, if you like the swirls so much, you might want to just do all of your swirls. It's up to you. That's the neat thing about art. When you're doing art, you get to do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm just going to make 2 rows of these swirls. Alrighty. Now for my last guy, is going to look a little bit like this one, but the main parts are they almost look like petals. They're going to be a little bit shorter, like this, all the way around. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope so. Okay, So we have our lions' manes now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the faces on our lions. So the way that you make a lion's face is you come down with a curved line, you come down and you close up at the bottom, and then you put like a little, and you fill it in a little bit like this. Then you put 2 dots on the side, or you can shape them, let me show you. Let me grab a piece of paper here. You can make them different, more like cat eyes, like this. That's a neat way to make a lion eye as well. So curve line, curve line, curve line on the inside, curve line on the inside, and then fill in the pupil. So those are kind of neat as well. And then coming out from his nose, we're going to make a little smile. And then I also like to put a couple of whiskers. There you go, there's your first lion. So the second line, we're going to do the same, curve line, fill in the nose, and then another mouth. Now this one I want to be a little bit more serious, so he doesn't have a smile, because I'd like them to all be a little bit different. And his whiskers are going to be a little bit curvier. And then his eyes. Oh my goodness, look at those. Those are so cute. Okay, let me go up to this one. Curve line, curve line. And then this one will be kind of smiley with some eyes. And a couple whiskers, excuse me. And I have my last 2 here. Curve line, curve line. And then one more. Curve line, curve line. Look at his nose is a little bit crooked. I like that. Forgot to put some whiskers on this guy. And some whiskers on this guy. What do you think? I think they're looking really cool. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create some stems, because these are a type of plant and they're called dandelions. So we're going to put we're not going to put feet or legs, we're going to put a stem. So it's a straight line down. The line does not need to be perfect. And then another line like this, because dandelion stems are fairly straight and fairly thick. Ooh, this is a long one right here. And they don't have little leaves on these. Okay, they're coming, see how I'm coming right out the bottom? Now watch what I do with this guy. This guy's stem is going to run into this little guy right here. So I want to be careful not to hit him. So if I run into him, I stop and I pick up my marker and then I start again. See how I do that? Stop, pick up my marker, and come down again. And then this last little guy, straight line and straight line. What do you think? Wait a minute, I forgot something. I forgot their ears. How on earth are they going to be able to hear without ears? Let's add some ears. Whew, good thing I remembered that. This guy's ears kind of blend into his mane, don't they? No problem. If you want to add ears before you add the mane, that might be a good idea. That's better, now they can hear. All right, let me know what you think about this project. It was really fun, and like I said, you can switch things up. You can do all swirls or all straight lines, but these are called dandelions. I hope you enjoyed this. See you next time, bye.